going to be learning how to find cash buyers. Now, finding cash buyers is so important because this makes sure that you have an endless supply of people ready to buy your property, right? It's one thing to acquire the property, it's another thing to sell the property. So today we're going to be using PropStream, and we're going to be using Zillow. Zillow is free. PropStream, I have a 14-day free trial. All you have to do is click the link in my description and you will get a 14-day free trial. Now, after that, it is $97, but I promise you, it'll be the best $97 you'll ever spend in your life. And now let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, how to find cash buyers. The first thing you want to do is figure out what area you want to look in, right? So let's just say I look in Houston. That's where I'm located. All right. We're going to come here, type in Houston, okay? Now, we're going to be using one to help us utilize the other, right? So we come here and we want to go to sold. We want to select sold, right? And then we can come here and we can just choose the amount that we looked at it sold for, right? So let's just say we went for 100,000, right? We're gonna choose that these houses have been sold for 100,000. Any beds, bath, it doesn't matter. That stuff doesn't matter. Multifamily lots, you can put all that stuff in there. Check all those. We just want to find out what areas are hot. That's what we want to find out. We want to find out the areas that are hot, meaning that these properties have been sold. So you see where all these big clusters are. So we chose sold properties. Doesn't matter on that max range. We can put 100K, right? Just because if you're looking for someone to buy in that range, again, it doesn't matter what price range you choose from, right? Up to 100K. Bed and bath doesn't matter. Home type doesn't matter. And then we're going to look for the big clusters, right? So if you zoom in and you zoom out, you'll be able to kind of see where the clusters are. So if I know that if we zoom in like this, and you can choose the plus minus sign, and that'll kind of tell you, okay, like right in here, there were a lot of properties. So I want to come out a little bit more, right? So if I look and I just drag the map over, we can see that there was a lot of properties sold in here. So let's just get in there and dive in deeper, right? Go deeper into that area, right? So right here, we just sold a lot of properties here. We have a lot of properties here, a lot of properties there, a lot of properties here, right? So let's just click on one. All I want from this is a zip code. All I want is a zip code, right? So I know that the 77088, right? So I know Houston, Texas, 77088. So I know that a lot of houses sold in this little cluster right here, or this cluster, right? But all I did was pick one house in the cluster, which is this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to PropStream. Again, click the description and the link below, and you'll be able to get access to the PropStream for 14 days for free. What I suggest is building a massive list within that 14 days to maximize your free trial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to type in that zip code. I'm going to type in the zip code that I just found. Right? Let's see. 088. Let's type it in like this. 77088. Houston. So it's giving me Texas. Now when I put that in, you see where we have up here at the top, this zip code has 3,000 cash buyers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. These are people who have purchased these homes cash. Okay, these are cash buying properties. So we know that this is already a hot area. We brought it over here to PropStream. We looked it up. There's 3,000 cash buyers in this area alone. So what I would do is I would just start at the top. Start at the top and just acquire the information. Again, this is all public information. There's nothing illegal. There's nothing wrong with this. It requires a little bit of work, but once you build out that list, it's going to be worth it because at that point, you actually know what people are buying, what areas are being bought, and you can now reach out to them, right? So it was a cash sale. You can see right here, right? It says cash sale. It tells you where, arm's length. It tells you the date, warranty deed, stock number, American title. It literally has everything for you. Okay, so now we can go back. I don't know why this is acting like this. Let's see. All right, let's find Winter Bloom Lane. Right when it pulls up, you're going to be able to see all the information. Now from here, you're just gonna build out a list of people who have purchased homes. You can do it by date. You can do it by, amount spent. You can really niche your list down depending on what you want to work with, right? So we know a cash sell, we know the date, we know everything here. Specialty deed, seller, borrower. So now we can go property details. And it has the information right here. It has the information right there for you to look at. And all you have to do is just click on these names. You're going to skip trace backwards. You're going to skip trace backwards. Company, corporation, an investment. It looks like someone's buying up these properties. So with that being said, we know that there's one organization or group who's buying up a lot of properties, right? So this one's a cash sale, property details, mailing address, name, right? All we got to do is skip trace this name backwards and say, hey, I see that you brought a property in this area by chance. Are you looking to purchase more properties? Or do you have any specifications of what you're looking for? But we know they paid cash. We know they bought a property. We can tell the date of when the property was purchased, 2013, right? You can come in here and really just bring this list down as much as you want, right? So we can close that out. Now you can come in here in the filter and you have cash buyers, we can change stuff. Anything, occupied, vacant, property characteristics. You can come in here, MLS status. We don't want it on the MLS because it's already sold. Owner, how long has the owner? Like we can do max 5 years, right? Or we can do 2 years, right? If we do 2 years, that means they've only had this property for 2 years, right? So now we know that everybody in here has only acquired their home for the last 2 years. All right, so that means that is still very new, very new. So you come in here, 2020, right? You have that information. It was 2020 was the date, property details. We know who bought it. We know all that. So in the last 2 years, you purchased this property cash. They've actually only had it 8 months. 8 months. So that's still fairly new. Now it doesn't have a mortgage on it. It doesn't have any liens on it. So we're only looking for the cash buyer. We're not really worried about the house or any of that information. It's not really relevant in this, but we just want to know, okay, are you buying properties? Is this something that you normally do? I know that you have cash readily available. Are you looking to get more properties? Are you someone I can do more business with? Right? You can come in here and see what kind of stuff they buy. This is what they bought 8 months ago. They got some wood and stuff on the side, so they're fixing the driveway. So we know that they were probably going to be fixing this property up. Right? They're probably going to be doing something. They may be a fix and flipper. They may be someone who just buys and holds. Like we don't know what their end goal is, but we do know that 8 months ago they bought this property cash, and we want to add them to our cash buyers list. Now, again, guys, you can do this very, very simple, very, very easy. Okay, you come to Zillow first. Pick out whatever area you want to look in, whether it could be Vegas, Arizona, Mississippi. Choose an area. You can do this virtually. You can pick areas that you don't even live in, right? You find the area, you go to sold. You only want the sold properties and you choose an amount, right? If we change this down, it'll give us a different set of homes. And then you tell beds and bath don't matter, home type doesn't matter, all that stuff doesn't matter. We just know that people are buying properties, okay? So now you can come in and we know that we got the hot areas. Look at all these properties that are being sold in this area. You don't want to find an area where there's only one or two houses that have been sold. That means that's not a hot area. That means that people are not buying there for a reason. Look at this house right here, solely by itself. There are no other houses have been sold. If we click on this, it could tell us when it was sold, everything. It sold 2019, 9/16/2019. So you're telling me since 2019, there hasn't been any houses in this area at all. Why would I be looking for properties in this area? Why would I want to find buyers who aren't buying in this area, right? We want to find the hot areas, things like this, where there's a lot of stuff being sold. All you have to do is find one unit, right? Find one unit, click on it, get the zip code. Look, that's our same zip code, 77088. Came up again, right? If we come down here, 77091. Come back over here. All you got to do is type it in. Texas 77091. 77091. Texas. We know it's Texas. And we just search. Boom, there you go. So you can see the cash buyers. Click on cash buyers, and then you have a list. So now we can go through this and find out, okay, what areas, because that's a big area. You may not want to work the whole area. You might just find a few numbers, right? One Investment LLC, Jones Road, cash sale 2021. So they just bought this property, right? This is very, very new. So this might be a hot lead on some buyers, right? Maybe a hot lead on some buyers. If you look at the property that they purchased, it's back here. They bought this. So this is somebody who bought a fix and flip. This is something that they can probably work on. They're probably not going to live in this. It's probably something they're going to, use some money to work on it and then sell it. So this is great. All we have to do is work this backwards. And what I mean by backwards is you're going to take the information and you're going to skip trace them, right? So you can use freepeoplesearch.com. Right? Free People Search. It's a free site. It doesn't cost you anything to use. And all we're going to do is work this thing backwards. We got to get through this part first. Right? So you verify, do all that. Boats. Where are the boats? All right. Bikes. Okay. They're really doing the most right now. All right, cool. So we have this. Dismiss. All you got to do is come in here and work this information backwards. So what we're going to do is just copy this. We're going to come back here and we're going to search address. All right. You're going to put the address in. Put it in here and hit search. Now what we're going to do is make sure it matches up. So we know this address is Elkhart Street. We know the mailing address of the buyer is different, One Investment LLC. So we got to do a little bit of work. Home rental properties, business apartments, condos, things like that. Landlord, they have phone numbers. So we're getting a Haven Lee. He might be the owner of that business. You can also come back and match it up, right? We know this is one of the properties he bought. Remember, he bought this property. It doesn't mean he lives at the property. He just may have purchased the property. Remember, it was only a month ago. And then you have the address of where he lives or what's on his paperwork. So we have that right here. But this is a business name. So you got to do a little bit of work to find the business owners, but it's definitely worth it. All right, so let's see if we can find an actual person so you guys can see that example. Right, so we still using the same list. See, a lot of these Better Place Texas LLC, it's a company or corporation. So they are buying properties. All you have to do is get their information and put them on your list. Angela, okay, cool. We got a name right here. We can work this one. This one actually has a name. Let's see. So this is the address here. The property was bought 3 years and 7 months ago. Cash, 2017. Warranty deed. We actually have a name here. I'm going to click on this address because this is the mailing address of the person who purchased the property. Not the physical address, but the mailing address. A lot of times when you have the mailing address, that's where that other person actually lives. So what we're going to do is take this address, copy it, take it over to Free People, click on address, drop it in here. And all we're going to do is take it and just do some work. Now, guys, I love teaching free methods. I know people don't always have a lot of money getting started in wholesale real estate. So I want to teach you all the free methods. These are methods that I still use to this day. All right. This is the last name we're looking for. This is the name that we're looking for. So we come over here. Look at that. Boom. 63 years old. There's the address. There are their phone numbers. Usually the first one is the main number, and then you can try these if that number doesn't work. But we have their name. We have the address that matches. We have their age. We have their phone numbers. All we have to do is, hey, such and such, I see that you bought a property at this location. By chance, are you looking to buy more properties? If so, what do you like buying? What's your price range? What areas? What kind of property style? What do you like, right? But all we did was reverse engineered. We took it from Zillow, found the hot area of sales. We came back over here to PropStream. We went and found the cash buyers in that area, right? We found the cash buyers right here. We clicked on any of our cash buyers and we just got their information and went to search it in fastpeoplesearch.com. Everything that I just showed you was absolutely free, but this is the best way and the easiest way to find cash buyers. So once you acquire any property, you will have people ready to buy your property as soon as you get it. Guys, let me know in the description, let me know in the comments what you like, what you want to see, what you need help with, and I want to start making more videos for my wholesale community so I can see you guys win. I'll see you at the top. Make sure you click the link in the description, get your free 14-day trial of PropStream. Make sure you use every single day of the 14 days, and I'll see you guys at the top. Have a good day.